why I'm blind. I wasn't born this way. It happened after Terragenesis. I grew up in a place called Oralon, not the most open-minded place. Everything there was about fear. After being exposed to the mists, no one could figure out my power. It seemed like I hadn't changed at all. I went home, and my parents kissed me goodnight, and I read a book before I went to sleep. Fahrenheit 451. I was the only one who made it out of the fire. When the elders understood what happened, that what I read became real, they were afraid, and they put out my eyes. But there's more than one way to read.
Somewhere in China's Hunan province, an inhuman and his dog sit atop a rock.
Smell that, boy? Yeah, something's on the wind.
The inhuman receives a message informing him of high concentrations of Terrigen nearby. So he and his furry pal decide to make their move.
What do you say, Fori? Bound to be something down there. Want to go see what we can see? Yeah, well, in a manner of speaking.
And with that, the inhuman activates his cloaking device as he and his companion head towards their destination. In the meantime, a company of PRC soldiers accompanied by a tank column forces a family to allow them to make a routine search of their home. After all, the Chinese do not take kindly to the recent emergence of new inhumans popping up in their territory. Still, the commanding officer of the platoon does his best to be reasonable.
Do not be foolish. The changelings are a risk to the security of the People's Republic. We do not wish to dishonor you, but to protect the nation. Please, stand aside.
We will not!
Out of options and patience for these obstinate dissidents, the CO orders his men to subdue the two so that they can finally do their job. And, as he opens the door to the house, an explosion sends him flying. Realizing the inhuman threat in their midst, he orders his men to open fire.
Fire now! All units attack!
As if on cue, the same inhuman from earlier arrives on the scene just as the tanks unload their shells on the house. He pulls out a braille tablet from his pocket with one word.
Freeze.
And just like that, everything in the vicinity stops like they were suspended in time.
Come here, boy. I need eyes on this. See. Whoa. Cut this a little close. Yup. Has to be a pressure manipulator. Powerful one, too. What do you say, Fori? Should we say hello?
The two walk toward the wreckage of where a house once stood and finally spot their target.
There she is. Hey, kid. Ain't you something?
Obviously shocked by everything that has just happened, the inhuman puts a hand on her shoulder for comfort.
Who are you? What is happening?
My name is Reader. I'm a friend. I just saved your life. What is your name?
Xiao Yi. How was everything stopped?
Everything is stopped because I stopped it. You did not deserve to die just because some people are afraid of what you represent.
And what do I represent, blind man who can somehow see? White man who can speak perfect Chinese? Person who can stop time?
You are perceptive, Xiao Yi. You represent the same thing I do. The most terrifying thing of all to those who hold power. Change.
And with that, a new hero is born. He is the Reader. And this is the start of the journey of one of the inhuman race's foremost rescuers. Or so it seems. Somewhere far, far away, Morlun rouses from his seat when he senses that Cindy Moon, the one he calls the Spider Bride, has been released out into the wild.
Been tracking you two for a few days now. Reckon maybe you knew that. Almost lost us back in the mountains. Maybe even thought you did. Well, you didn't. Give us the girl. I'll even pay you a little finder's fee. I ain't unreasonable.
It'll cost you. This girl came out of that cocoon more powerful than any inhuman I've seen in a long, long time. Found her in China. Had to cross lots of unfriendly borders since then. No passport, you know. Her powers have really come in handy. Been training her. Here, let me give you a demo. You can test the merchandise.
Xiao Yi doesn't understand a lick of English and has no idea what Reader and the bounty hunters are talking about. But we immediately discover that it's a ruse to allow them to shake off these career kidnappers.
What are you saying to them?
Now, Xiao Yi, like we've practiced. No mercy.
No mercy.
Xiao Yi uses her powers to bind and knock out 3 of the 4 hunters. One remains standing, so Reader takes it upon himself to eliminate the straggler.
Fori, eyes, see. Good boy.
With the bounty hunters gone, the three travelers carry on with their journey.
These probably aren't the only people tracking us. Let's get going.
To Enelux? Is it far? We've been traveling forever.
Not far. A week or two if we can buy passage across the Aegean. Good work, Xiao Yi.
Thanks, Reader.
They eventually reach the Italian city of Venice, where one of Enelux's secret bases is located. And after going through the routine check required to enter its premises, Xiao Yi notices something alarming on Enelux's walls.
Reader, the man who almost caught us back in Turkey. He had a symbol on his hat. It's on the wall. I'm looking right at it. I don't understand.
Is that right? I didn't see that.
Reader explains that Enelux has a lot of recruiters around the globe, some more zealous than others. But he promises the young girl that she'll be safe here. They then enter a room where another inhuman only known as the Capo greets them. The Capo is, for all intents and purposes, the head honcho of Enelux, with one being appointed to the position in every generation. And it's here we discover that the Reader might not be entirely as noble as he seems.
Thank you, Reader. As always, you have an excellent eye. Your payment will be deposited into the usual account. The Enelux Group looks forward to receiving your next acquisition.
You'll be safer here than with me, Xiao Yi. The world is a dangerous place these days. Enelux has books, all the books you could ever want. I'll be back as often as I can.
Reader?
It doesn't take long for us to find out just how shady Enelux really is, especially the Capo, as we discover that he has been planning to transfer his mind into Xiao Yi's body all along, all in hopes of extending his life and maintaining his position as the one who runs Enelux. Somewhere else inside the building complex, one of Enelux's employees praises Reader for a job well done. However, he soon finds out that this job isn't what he signed up for.
She's smart, real smart. You'll see, once you get her in one of your schools. She'll make you guys a lot of money one of these days.
Nah, no need for that.
What do you mean? Isn't that what you guys hired me for? To bring you new Inhumans to work for Enelux?
Well, sure, usually, but ISO's special. The Capo's going to take her for the transfer. She'll be his new body for the next generation. Not a minute too soon either. Guys around here thought he'd die before he ever found a successor.
Inside the operating room, the transfer process has begun, as a machine proceeds with uploading the Capo's memories into Xiao Yi before he takes over her body. Little do these doctors know that a couple of warriors have arrived there as well.
I do. Sounds like... Did they let dogs in here?
Oh, no! Hey, you know this big machine thing you've got here? Really love it if you turn it off.
Xiao Yi reawakens shortly after the device is shut down. And as Reader finds out, something curious has happened to the young Inhuman girl.
Get off, Fori.
You okay, kid? Wait a minute. Do you realize you just spoke English?
They must have done something to me. I don't care. Don't talk to me, Reader.
Of course, this rescue mission isn't appreciated by the same man who hired Reader. In turn, he gives the Capo a refund to call things quits. But the leader of Enelux isn't having it.
Kill him. Kill Reader. Harm the girl and you will burn, but kill him.
Seeing that they're about to get surrounded, Reader tells Xiao Yi to hold on to him tightly as he pulls out another one of his braille tablets with a new word.
Away!
In the blink of an eye, Reader, Xiao Yi, and Fori disappear from the operating room. A second later, they emerge from a portal and into the nearby Venetian canal.
You sold me!
No, that's not what I...
Did you get paid?
Yes, but not for you. Enelux hired me to bring them newly born Inhumans. They need people, that's all. I get paid to bring them new recruits safely. It was just a job. I had no idea they would try to steal your mind. Listen, Xiao Yi.
ISO. That's what they were calling me. And at least they seemed to want me.
However, there's no time to argue, because Reader knows that Enelux and the Capo won't let them get off the hook so easily. And he's right, as a squad of Enelux security forces and the Capo's demonic astral form appears before the trio before they could even finish their conversation.
Why, hello again, ISO.
run.
The trio are forced to make a run for it, knowing they don't stand a chance against the capo and his cronies. Xiao Yi leads the way, but she makes a wrong turn and they get cornered as a result.
Do something, reader.
I can't. Not yet. I've already read twice today. I only get one more and it'll be weak. It's up to you. You'll have to slow them down. Buy us enough time for me to think of something.
Xiao Yi reluctantly takes to the task. Still, she performs marvelously well, as she uses her pressure control powers to ignite an explosion in the Inalux guards' vehicles. Thinking on his feet, Reader grabs the girl and his canine friend and uses the last of his remaining energy to pull out a new Braille tablet.
Back.
A split second later, and they're back to safety.
Reader, what happened? Where did they go?
They're still there. We moved. About 10 minutes back in time. It was all I could think to do on a third read.
A tactical retreat is in order, and the three Enelux fugitives eventually spot a hideout, an abandoned church somewhere in the city. There, Reader teaches Xiao Yi how to control her powers so that she could put him to sleep and thereby regain his strength to fight the capo and his men later.
So lower the air pressure around my head, and I'll pass right out. Cosh me. Airline pilots do it all the time. Put the passengers on long-haul flights.
What if I do it wrong? Your skull could implode.
If my skull implodes, then you should probably stop. I trust you, ISO. Do it.
Their gambit works, and Reader gets some much-needed rest to recover his abilities. But it doesn't take long for the capo and his soldiers to reach them.
Ah, there you are.
Xiao Yi does her best to fend off Enelux's guards, but she knows she's overmatched.
Reader? Good time to wake up now. Reader!
Still, Reader's power nap was just enough to give him strength to knock out one of their assailants and pull out his away tablet, which transports them to none other than the inhuman capital city of New Attalon.
Fori, guide!
Reader? What are you doing here?
Is that Gorgon? Has to be. I claim the Queen's sanctuary.
Sanctuary? What do you need protection from, Reader? You've always been on your own.
Not for me, Gorgon. For her. The girl. Her name is Xiao Yi. The human name is ISO. And as for what from...
All of a sudden, a fleet of Enelux airships descend upon New Attalon.
What have you done, Reader?
She's just a kid, Gorgon. And she's inhuman. Your queen said every inhuman would be safe here. You gonna make Medusa a liar?
It takes Gorgon a moment to grasp Reader's words, but he ultimately makes his decision.
Man all defenses, protect the city.
It doesn't take long for the city gates to become a battlefield, as Reader, Gorgon, and New Attalon's guards fight Enelux's private militia. However, artillery fire from the airships becomes cause for concern.
Shields are down. They'll rip us apart.
Oh, I don't know, Gorgon. I think you'll be all right.
That's because just above our heroes stands the one and only king of the Inhumans, Blackagar Boltagon, aka Black Bolt, and he is not too pleased about these interlopers attacking his capital. The Eneluxians start to pile on and find themselves nearly overwhelming the gates to New Attalon. But a king does what a king does. So, with some much-needed help from Black Bolt, the invaders are driven away. The Inhuman King then locates the capo's astral form, and in a move that can only be described as something reminiscent of his namesake, even Enelux's leader is defeated. In the aftermath, Inhuman Queen Medusa arrives in the capital to see the devastation left in the wake of the skirmish. She is only glad that her people are safe. Still, a question still lingers in the air.
But why would Enelux attack us? And in such force? Do you know?
I think I can answer that, Queen Medusa. They wanted this woman, ISO.
I see, Reader. Welcome to New Attalon. It's been a very long time. Why is Enelux so concerned with one young inhuman? Is she so powerful?
Reader gets them all up to speed with everything that has happened. Fortunately, they came to the right place.
What's happening, ISO? I can't see.
The king is holding out a hand. He's smiling.
Ah, thank God. They'll take you. They'll keep you safe.
But Reader, what if I don't want to?
Please, ISO. I understand, and we'll talk. Just take Black Bolt's hand.
And with that, the girl once known as Xiao Yi becomes a part of the Inhuman family. Not long after, Xiao Yi says her farewell to Reader and Fori. She's still understandably sour about what Reader had done. But, as he puts it,
You're right. Nothing much more to be said about it. But if I'd known what Enelux would do to you, I would never have taken you there. Money or no money. Believe me or don't, but that's the truth.
Bye-bye, Furi. You, I'm going to miss.
Xiao Yi turns away for a second to get acquainted with her fellow Inhumans. But when she brings her gaze back to Reader, the man and his trusty dog are already being ferried away, off to their next big adventure. That's all for this video, guys. What did you think of this new Inhuman? Let's talk about it in the comments section below. And please don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for more amazing stories like this. Feel free to check out the next one as well. We'll see you soon. Take care.